We always dig into these wild stories, right? Adventures and people overcoming crazy obstacles and all that. But like, when was the last time any of us just sat and thought about a wildest story of all our own lives?
That's a good point. And that's kind of what this art project we're looking at today is all about, this VR thing.
Oh, okay, so this is virtual reality.
Yeah.
Beautiful Journey VR. Okay, that title alone, I gotta say, that title alone has me hooked.
Okay.
But hold on, this isn't your typical, shoot 'em up VR game.
Oh, definitely not. Not even close. It's more like an interactive art piece almost.
Really?
Yeah, the team, the folks behind it, they wanted something different, move beyond just games, something that makes you think
Right.
about yourself. It guides you through like introspection and discovering yourself.
I'm already intrigued.
And maybe it's some wild stuff like guided meditation and even a near death experience to really get you thinking.
Oh, hold up. That near-death experience. But in VR,
Yeah,
I'm kind of nervous now, but also really, really curious.
it's wild.
So how's this whole thing work?
Okay, so picture this. It takes you through the stages of life, human life,
Okay.
but not like literally, not your own biography,
Right.
more like themes everyone goes through. Childhood, all the wonder and stuff, then adulthood, all the tough parts. And finally, hopefully the wisdom that comes with age.
Makes sense.
And each stage you actually see it visually in these incredible landscapes, really peaceful, like mountains, forests, even calming waters. Like it's all there to make you feel at peace.
It's like those meditation apps. Well, instead of just closing your eyes, you're in it.
Yeah, exactly. And while you're moving through these virtual worlds, there's narration, like guiding you, and prompts that make you think about your own life, what you believe in, what you're thankful for.
Deep stuff.
It's about those aha moments you don't have time for in everyday life.
This whole thing ends with like a simulated near-death experience.
hmm
That's got to be intense. Yes, right.
Oh, it's designed to get those thoughts going. The idea is even if it's virtual, when you face death, like really face it, it makes you see things differently. Like what really matters. It's kind of like hitting reset on your mind. You see things clearer.
Okay, that makes sense. But how do they even pull that off? Like I'm picturing something dramatic, maybe even scary.
It's actually, from what we know, it's really peaceful. It's about feeling like you're transcending, letting go of all the earthly stuff.
Ugh.
And this is where it gets really interesting. After that, the VR fades out slowly, and you're just left with your actual surrounding.
Wait, what? Like it uses your real world.
Yeah,
Whoa, that's mind-blowing.
they're bridging the gap, the virtual and real life. It's smart. The creators, they didn't want the insights, the feelings to just stay in the headset.
Right.
It's meant to come out with you into everyday life.
Okay, I get why this isn't just another VR game. This is a whole other level. But I gotta know, what about the tech behind it? How they make something so complex and make it so that it feels like that.
The whole process is crazy cool. Like they mixed like really cutting edge tech and art in this unique way.
Yeah.
For example, AI, they used AI in the beginning to prototype stuff fast, try out different stories.
Oh, AI for VR design.
Yeah, it let them play with ideas, stories before, actually making it.
I'm curious about the role of AI in the development process. They used AI for pre-visualization and prototyping. Can you shed some light on that?
Certainly. AI is becoming an increasingly valuable tool in creative fields.
Right.
And in the case of Beautiful Journey VR, it was likely used to help the team explore different creative directions and streamline the design process.
So is it like having a virtual assistant that helps brainstorm ideas and test them out?
In a way, yes.
Okay.
AI can be used to generate variations on a theme, analyze data to identify patterns and trends, and even create preliminary versions of the experience that can then be refined by the human developers.
It sounds like AI is playing a crucial role in pushing the boundaries of what's possible in VR.
It is.
But I have to ask, does this mean that robots are going to be writing all the stories and composing all the music in the future?
Not necessarily. I see AI more as a collaborative partner, augmenting human creativity rather than replacing it.
Okay.
It can handle some of the more technical or repetitive tasks, freeing up human artists and developers to focus on the aspects of the experience that require intuition, empathy, and originality.
That makes sense. It's like having a powerful tool at your disposal that can enhance your abilities and help you bring your vision to life in new and exciting ways.
Exactly. And in the case of Beautiful Journey VR, it seems like the team has struck a good balance between leveraging the power of AI and maintaining a strong human centered approach.
Yeah,
They're using technology to explore some deeply personal and universal themes,
right.
but they're doing so in a way that feels authentic and grounded.
As we've been talking, I keep coming back to the idea of Beautiful Journey VR as more than just a VR experience.
Yeah,
It's almost like a cultural phenomenon in the making.
I agree.
It's prompting conversations about life, death, our place in the universe.
Mm,
And it's doing so in a way that's both accessible and engaging.
it is. It's tapping into a collective yearning for meaning and connection.
Yeah.
And it's providing a platform for people to explore these big questions in a safe and immersive environment.
And let's not forget the visual element. I mean, from what I've seen, it's visually stunning. We're talking about serene sunrises
Yeah.
over these virtual oceans,
Yeah.
mystical forests that are glowing at night, even a grand library that looks like something out of a dream. So they really went all out, huh, to make this technically amazing. But let's be real, for a journey like this, the sound's got to be just as important as what you see.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They knew music was key to set the mood and make you feel it deeper. So they made an entirely original score. And get this, it uses binaural beats to make it even more immersive, almost hypnotic.
Binaural beats. Explain it like I'm 5.
Yeah.
I'm not an audiophile or anything.
Okay. Okay. Think of it as a trick your ears play on your brain
Okay,
when you listen with headphones. It can change your brain waves, make you relaxed, focused, even more creative.
no kidding.
It's huge in like meditation these days. I
Yeah.
see it in a VR experience. It's really cool.
So we got amazing visuals, music that's messing with our brains in a good way, and a story that's super personal.
Mhm.
What's the impact like on people who try Beautiful Journey VR?
Mhm.
Because this is sounding less like, fun and games and more like, I don't know, therapy almost.
Let's just say it's hit a nerve. In a good way though. Like people are blown away. We're seeing a lot of awe, gratitude, like they're rediscovering what matters.
Yeah, I could see how something like this would change how you look at things. Like you don't face death every day,
Mm,
and then to come back to the world with fresh eyes.
right?
Okay, but what are people actually saying? Like, give us the juicy details.
One that really got to me was from a professor. He said it helped him remember things he'd forgotten, like memories, and appreciate his life more, like really deeply. He felt so peaceful and thankful even after he took the headset off.
It's wild what VR can do, huh? Unlocking those hidden parts of your mind, like a key to feelings and things you've buried
Hmm.
or just forgotten in the everyday craziness.
Totally. And it's not just about the past either. An art curator who tried it, she talked about her life voyage, that's what she called it,
Mm,
and how she wanted to live more intentionally with purpose so that the experience.
the life voyage. I love that. It's like you're not just watching, you're in it, creating your own story.
And the crazy part, the near death thing seems to be a big turning point for a lot of people. One person, they'd actually had a near death experience in real life, and they said the VR, it made them feel the same upliftment, that renewed appreciation for life.
Whoa, chills, literal chill. It's like facing death, even if it's not real, unlocks something. You understand yourself, what really matters.
It's a big reminder that time is precious. Yeah, it can make you anxious, but it can also push you to change,
Hmm.
make you focus on relationships, do what you love and live with more intention, be thankful for it all.
It's not all serious either. People are talking about how beautiful it is, like the visuals, using words like dazzling, magnificent to talk about the landscape.
That's not by chance. Remember how they use AI to test things out in the beginning that helped them refine the story, but also how it looks to make it stunning and really hit you in the.
Eye candy that's good for the soul.
You got, and don't forget the music, the custom score with the binaural beats. That adds another whole level of you being in it.
Think about it. Certain songs can bring back memories, feelings. Now multiply that, put it in VR, where you're surrounded by it. The sound, the visuals, all working together.
That's powerful stuff.
No wonder people feel transformed. It's like Beautiful Journey VR is proof that VR can be way more than just entertainment.
It shows us how VR can help us grow, learn about ourselves, even heal. We're seeing this in other places too, like using VR for therapy, for anxiety, PTSD, even chronic pain.
The possibilities.
Yeah.
It's exciting to think about. But focusing back on Beautiful Journey VR, what would you say to someone who's, not sure about trying it?
I'd say go in with an open mind.
Mhm.
Be ready to be vulnerable.
Yes.
This isn't just sitting back and watching. It makes you think and it makes you feel, maybe even face things about yourself, about your life that are uncomfortable.
It's a virtual journey of self-discovery then, with amazing sights, music that moves you and makes you think about stuff.
Exactly. And it all happens in VR, yeah. But the things you learned, the feelings you get, they come out with you. They change how you see the world. What about you? Are you starting to feel that pull, that curiosity?
Honestly, I'm hooked. This is unlike anything I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
But before we go any further down that rabbit hole, I'm dying to know more about who created this thing.
Well, the team behind this is just as fascinating as the experience itself. It's this incredibly diverse group, a psychiatrist, a composer, a filmmaker, even a community activist, all bringing their unique expertise to the table.
A psychiatrist. That makes so much sense, given the introspective nature of this whole thing.
Absolutely. The executive producer, the psychiatrist, has a background in adult development, so you can really see his influence in how the experience is structured, how it guides you through these different life stages.
Yeah,
And then you've got this amazing composer. He actually used to head up music for major television networks and has even conducted a symphony.
okay. So we've got the psychological depth and this epic soundtrack covered. What about the visual side of things?
Well, the producer and artistic director of the project is an independent filmmaker, and he specializes in visual effects and immersive storytelling.
Uh-huh.
His touch is evident in those stunning visuals we were talking about earlier.
Yeah,
It's like watching a movie unfold all around you,
yeah.
but you're right there in the middle of it.
We can't forget about the community activist. What role did she play?
She's listed as the creative consultant and project coordinator. And I think her background as a singer songwriter and her passion for social change probably helped bring a unique perspective to the project, ensuring it's not just a personal journey, but one that connects to something larger than yourself.
It really sounds like they've assembled like the dream team to pull this off.
Yeah.
It's not often you see that kind of collaboration, especially in the world of tech. But I'm curious, with all these different visions coming together, how did they land on this specific concept?
I think what unites them is a shared belief in the power of storytelling, and particularly the power of VR to create truly transformative experiences.
Yeah,
It's not just a random assortment of experiences,
right.
it's a carefully crafted journey with a beginning, middle, and end.
We've talked about the tech, the team, the impact,
Right,
but what about the actual journey itself?
right.
What can you tell us about the narrative arc?
You start out in a vibrant and youthful environment full of energy and possibility.
That makes sense. Like starting, a new video game character, full of potential, but completely inexperienced.
Precisely. As you progress, you encounter challenges and obstacles, much like we do in real life. You experience moments of joy and sorrow, connection and loss.
Right.
And ultimately, you're guided towards a confrontation with your own mortality through the simulated near death experience.
Okay, so it's not all sunshine and roses.
No,
There's some depth and darkness to this journey. But what happens after the near death experience?
that's where the mixed reality element comes in. Remember, after the near death part, the virtual world fades away to reveal your actual surrounding.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a symbolic return to life, but with a newfound appreciation for the present moment.
It's almost like they're saying, "Okay, you've had a glimpse of what it's like to let go of everything. Now come back and see your life with fresh eyes."
That's a beautiful way to put it. And it's not just about seeing your life differently, it's also about feeling it differently. Remember the testimonials about feeling a sense of peace, gratitude, and connection.
Right.
Those are the lasting effects that the developers are hoping to cultivate.
So it's not just a visual and auditory experience. It's an emotional and even spiritual one.
Absolutely. And that's what makes Beautiful Journey VR so groundbreaking. It's using technology to tap into something deeper within us, something that transcends the digital realm.
Yeah. Thinking about the testimonials and the narrative structure, I'm struck by the recurring theme of symbolism.
Right.
There's the ascending hill, the boat journey, the forest path. What do you think these symbolic journeys represent?
I think they're meant to evoke universal archetypes of the human experience.
Okay.
The hill could symbolize overcoming challenges. The boat journey might represent navigating through life's transitions. And the forest path could be about exploring the unknown.
I love that. It's like They've created a visual language
Okay.
that speaks to our shared human experience,
Right.
regardless of our cultural background or personal beliefs.
Exactly, and I think that's one of the reasons why this experience has the potential to resonate with such a wide audience.
Yeah,
It's tapping into something that's deeply human, something that connects us all.
it's mind blowing to think about.
Yeah.
But this brings up another question for me.
Okay.
What are the potential benefits of simulating such a profound experience in VR?
Right.
Beyond the sheer awe factor,
Yeah.
what are the implications for personal growth or understanding ourselves better?
Well, some researchers believe that simulating near death experiences in a controlled environment like VR could actually have therapeutic benefits.
Oh, wow. How so?
For one, it could help people process fear and anxiety around death.
Yeah,
By confronting those fears in a safe and controlled setting, they might be able to find greater peace and acceptance.
that makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
It's like facing your fears head on, but in a way that feels less threatening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for people who are grieving, it could offer a unique opportunity to process their loss and connect with loved ones who have passed away, even if it's just a symbolic representation.
So it's not about replacing real life experiences, but rather using VR as a tool to navigate those difficult emotions.
Right.
Yeah.
And beyond the therapeutic applications, it could also be a powerful tool for self discovery and personal growth.
Mhm.
By experiencing that sense of transcendence and interconnectedness, even in a virtual setting, people might come away with a new perspective on their own lives and their place in the universe.
I'm really starting to grasp the potential here.
Yeah.
It's like VR is opening up a whole new realm of possibilities for exploring the human experience in ways we never thought possible.
Absolutely. We're already seeing VR being used to treat, anxiety, phobias, even PTSD. Imagine a therapist using Beautiful Journey VR with a couple,
Hmm.
guiding them through it, and then they all talk about what they saw, how it connects to their relationship.
Or even like a grief support group
Yeah.
where people who've lost someone can, share what they think about life, death in a safe place. There's so many possibilities.
It all comes back to storytelling, sharing what you've been through. Beautiful Journey VR is a perfect example of how tech can create those experiences, the ones that are super personal, but also everyone can relate to them.
It's like they've figured out how to make us explore those big questions. Who are we? What's our purpose? All that. And they made it beautiful, easy to get into, all thanks to VR.
Yeah, it reminds us that tech isn't just gadgets, entertainment. It can help us grow, learn about ourselves,
Yeah,
heal. That's powerful, right?
for sure. So, as we wrap up this deep dive into Beautiful Journey VR, is there one thing you really want our listeners to remember?
I'd say don't underestimate what virtual experiences can do. They can change your real life. Beautiful Journey VR is proof of that. It's not about escaping reality. It's about using that virtual world to grow as a person, to think about things, to connect more with yourself and with others.
And if you're listening and this has piqued your interest, check out Beautiful Journey VR. It's on MetaQuest.
Yeah.
You never know, it might just start your own beautiful journey.